Welcome to the Real CP Show. I am your host, CP. And today's topic, this Anglo woman was accused of kicking a child who was playing on the opposite football team. Then what do however numbers of ones within certain sections of Paname's culture, when they get caught, they naturally deflect from their consequences of their actions. Yes. It's a natural ingrained DNA scenario that has been etched within their DNA to do that. See, they have been so long, so generationally, have been taught to sit there and do this. Yes, yes. It's a naturalness. And people start running like they sitting there. We are saving the Anglo women of the day. Once applies to, right? Well, many of them can't even stand their husbands, their Anglo numbers of Anglo husbands. They can't stand them, right? And then certain numbers of Anglo women once applies to within the Paname's culture. They have been so used to sit there and regurgitating, well, we've been so oppressed. We've been so oppressed. He said, who's been oppressing you? What, Black American men been oppressing you, fool? Right? But you see, because their mentality is not capable of using that logic. They said, what, Black men were telling y'all you couldn't vote? Black male had black numbers of women within the Paname's culture on plantations, huh? Have them in the field, right, with their Anglo husbands, huh? What, Black women were sitting there telling numbers of women within the Paname's culture, you can't go to the same school as their kids in. Do you see right how that goes? What you're talking about? Did Black women or did Black males tell numbers of these type of deflectionary type Anglo women, right, that you can't sit there and go vote in any kind of election you want to go to, huh? Do you see how that goes? Did the 19th Amendment of the Constitution around 1920, was that for numbers of Black women? Because Black women were being so messed up and they couldn't vote that the 19th Amendment had to be formed because it was sitting there negating Black women voting? Because they were being oppressed by Black males? Of course not. So you see how it is a naturalness for them to play chameleon victims within certain women within the Paname's culture, right? This one is no exception. Let me share my screen on this part. First, let me sit there and read this right quick because the video above, it was kind of a light sound video. So today is May the 8th, 2026. I'm utilizing this under fair usage doctrine, what I call timepiece purpose, keeps the track of time at that particular moment in time. Fort Myers, Florida, a Anglo Florida woman, this one, is facing charges after allegedly kicking a 13-year-old football player on the opposing team Saturday at that time. Video of Saturday's altercation on the field shot by high school student and how many others allegedly shows Renee Lambert kicking a 13-year-old player after the 34-year-old grown Anglo woman stormed the field because she can do that, right, in a first worldness, right? She feels that way. Enforcement body camera video shows Lambert arguing with the such and such deputies as they arrested her. Again, natural deflection consequences. Lambert faces charges of resisting an officer and cruelty to a child. So I also want to set that direction up. But remember, that's what they do in a collective way to the ones applies to. Now, setting that direction up, let me go ahead and play this particular video on that. Make sure you can see that. All right, let me go ahead and play this.
So you mad at them for hitting me?
I'm mad at an adult for attacking a kid.
Move.
Stop. You're detained right now.
No, I'm not.
You are.
Bye.
You are. Stop.
Get your
Stop. Don't f around with me.
You don't me.
Listen.
I'm the one who got hit.
You are being pointed out as being a suspect right now. You are detained. You are detained.
So where's number 9? Go get number 9.
A kid?
Yes.
You're an adult.
They hit me here.
Come here. Where's detained?
So bad. I didn't do anything. Like,
you're
you better get my
detained.
son. You better get my son.
She's detained because they said you hit a kid.
And the kid hit me. So you mad at them for hitting me?
I'm mad at an adult for attacking a kid.
Move.
Stop.
But at the same time, right, they are some of the most oppressed in America, right? These type of women within the Panamese culture. While at the same time, they are the most privileged ones ever in America's history. The ones it applies to. They can sit there and talk first world problems and left and right and toxic masculinity. They trying to control women, while at the same time they can sit there and go out there and get DEI, because they are the original progenitors are receiving DEI and affirmative action. Do you understand? While at the same time can pretend that they've been oppressed. He said oppressed by whom? Right? They don't get around to saying who's oppressing them, because then you make them look like a fool. You say, oh, so black men are oppressing y'all? You see how that goes? I'm going to stop right here and relay this over. There's a movie called Black Klansman. And so the thing about it, there is a section I relate to people where they were trying to, let's just say, go toward this particular person who was trying to infiltrate this particular clan. And he was, but the whole point I'm making is that, so while these particular KKK Anglo type male members, they're trying to figure out how to catch him. Let's just say that. Well, this particular Anglo woman, Vera, who was the wife or girlfriend of one of those clan members, she was like, I want to help. They was like, no, don't worry about that. She's like, no, I want to help. Do you understand that? So she wanted to help bring harm to this black man. See, this is the kind of communistic sit there mentality that they been put within, instilled within to do that. That pop out like a bobble toy, right? When it's time to sit there and say, oh, we've been oppressed. But at the same time, they dip back in, dip back out with some other type of clothes on. Strong, independent. You can't tell a woman what to do. You can't tell. Do you understand that? And they've been working that little game for generations. See how that tactic goes. Now, something about her is leading me toward relaying that she's been around certain types of a certain section of black personnel by her little nuances of conversation on that part. And I relate to people, hey man, you love who you love, do your thing, but don't sit there and try to talk and act like a different cultural context. Don't sit there and think that, oh, well, black Americans talk a certain nuance. No. Don't try to do that. Just like certain other black American people, they decide to go with another culture. Hey, do your thing. Do their damn thing. This is a new freaking millennium. Love who that person loves. I'm sitting there saying, but don't sit there and try to pick up what they think is the nuances of a different person, mentality. Be who you are. Now, if that person's a Carltonist or Carlton, well, they already wake up and wishing they were like someone within the Panamese culture, which on the opposite part, there are some ones within certain parts of Panamese culture, which they can wake up and think they were, slick Rickness, right? A slick Latasha-ness. I'm talking about their mentality. Do you understand? Some of them think they wake up with being Cleopatra, or Black Cleopatra or something. They think they wake up thinking they can be a Black Pam Grill. It's like that Rachel Dolezal woman who got found out regular white, and she was doing all kind of stuff to darken her skin. There are numbers of them who want to do that. Say, no, don't do that. Be who you are. Don't get it confused. There are some other cultures that try to pick up some Black slangishness they think it is too. Don't get it confused. So I just want to relate a quick story a little bit on that. Thank you for tuning in to the Real CP show.